Alright, let's suppose that I'm a player that wants some nostalgia, gets back to this game after so many years, finds out that there's a remake, and then wants to play a mission like the Peasants Rebellion Mission 7. And find out that there is a market in the remake in general, but it's not allowed on this map, like it is in other maps. Well, for those who want to use the market in one of these original campaigns, even if you come to the map editor and you want to unlock this, like for this player here, if I click on the double person and then on this, then you're going to see that the market has an X on it. So if I click on that and then allow it, or maybe I just get rid of it altogether, just have it like the other buildings, and I would save this and then play it, it would still be blocked because there's actually a script in the background that's going to block it no matter how it's set in the map editor. In the video description, I will provide some download links and some files that you're going to exchange with the files that you have in the campaigns folder so that you can unlock the market when it's locked like this in this type of mission. I'll be providing a link to this Google Drive folder. Inside are 8 zip files. 4 of them are related to the Shattered Kingdom and 4 to the Peasants Rebellion. I have full and I have normal, I guess you can call it, and I'll explain the difference between those in just a little bit. The new settings means the changes that I made that you're going to make for you if you want to unlock the buildings, and then the old to undo what I gave you to change, just in case later on you want to play more seriously and have certain buildings unavailable or locked depending on which one you use. Basically, full means that every building is available to build from the start. It doesn't matter what you build or what you technically can build, like a metallurgist for making gold is available regardless if there was a gold or a mountain. So it kind of doesn't make sense for some maps in some situations, but with the market building available, then all of a sudden it all makes sense. Alright, I'm navigating to my R15-122 folder. For those who don't know about this version and think that R6720 is the latest version of the remake, well, I have some good news for you. KaM Remake, when you go to download, it only shows R6720. Now, there's some unnecessary controversy about why they have a download link or a link to Discord that you can get the download link to the latest version in the frequently asked questions section. Well, at least it tells you that here, that you can join our Discord and go to the new versions channel to get the latest beta. They calling it the beta because it's in the testing phase, but I think it's been at a point for a while that this might as well be the version you play, especially if you play single player or co-op maps, but it's good for multiplayer too. There are some bugs, and a major one that I'm going to upload a video about next to help you to fix that bug or exploit it, whichever you want. To enhance if you want to exploit it, or preserve game integrity if you want to correct it. I wrote a script for each of those purposes for that bug, which I will get to in the next video. But anyway, yes, there's a later version of the remake, and I may do a video on the differences between it and R6720. This does not include the Siege Workshop, okay? The Siege Workshop is currently not in this version of the remake. It may be in the future. KaM and Ray showed some interest in the King Dyron mod, which I'll provide a link to in the video description. It's a mod which does include the siege weapons and all kinds of cool things like walls that you have in other games but not in Knights and Merchants. What I want to do is just quickly show you how to put a campaign mission in the map editor. You got to go to the campaigns folder, and let's say I want to get mission 1 of the Shattered Kingdom. So I just come in here and I say Control C to copy the folder, or right click and say copy, whatever you want to do. Then you're going to go back into the main folder and then navigate to the map folder, and then you're going to paste it in here. I already have some the Peasants Rebellion, all the building missions from that campaign in here. Like if I wanted to play one of these without going through the campaign in the single player folder, want to skip missions, I'm going to look at the Shattered Kingdom mission 1. So I don't want to play it. What I want to do is I want to go to the map editor and take a look at it. The available buildings for this player, as you can see here, they have some that have an X. Those means that you can't build it no matter what you build. And they're definitely not available from the beginning. But if I would come here and I would right click the town hall to make that green. Normally we know we can't build the town hall, so let me just go ahead and save this. And let me quick play it in here to test it out. I couldn't build the town hall because there's actually a script blocking it, as I mentioned a little earlier. I modified the scripts to unlock it, just so you know what I did. So what I can do is briefly show you how, but I'm going to go to here, the Shattered Kingdom Mission 1 script. and I just scroll down a little bit here, and in this procedure, this is saying that we're going to say no for all houses. All houses are locked at the beginning, basically. We're going to lock them all. But I'm going to say true, which means yes, I want to allow all the houses. But anyway, I don't really want to get into scripting in this video. I did this for you. I'm not telling you how to do it. You just will follow the procedure I'm going to show you soon. But anyway, I just made a change to this. I'm going to restart the mission. And all of a sudden now when I restart it, because that script was blocking the town hall in this map, despite that in the map editor, I had a green check here, which I told you means that you will automatically should be able to build it from the start, no matter what buildings you have built. Even if you just started with the storehouse and nothing else, this would say allow the town hall to be built next. So I can actually build the town hall now. Now I can just block this real quick and fast forward, and I guess I shouldn't lose this battle so I can finish this demonstration for you. I just blocked the end so that my serfs were dedicated to supplying the laborers with construction materials, but there you go. And why would we want to have the town hall on this mission? I don't know. Look at all that gold, right? Look at all that gold. We can train any unit as soon as we have at least 8 gold in there, because that's what the most expensive units are. And for those who are wondering, yes, the barbarian and the warrior, they are equal in every way in this game. Don't ask me why it is the way it is. They might change it in the future. They keep talking about it. But anyway, now I want to go to the campaigns folder to the Shatter Kingdom and just show you the same mission again. This is unmodified, okay? This is the default. And you can see that the town hall is not there. So what I want to do is just show you how to do what I did just in a matter of seconds. And it will be for all building missions in the Shatter Kingdom. You can have it either way you want. You can either have all of the houses green checked or just not X'd, so to speak. So like that would be the one that doesn't say full. That once you build a gold mine, then you will be able to build a metallurgist. And then after you build that metallurgist, then you'll be able to build a town hall. Something like that for just if it's not X'd out. But full would be, it doesn't matter if in the Peasants Rebellion Mission 6, I don't have to build these 2 buildings first. I can immediately go for the town hall. And in the original game, the Peasants Rebellion, I'm not sure if the town hall could be built immediately or not. It's been a long time and it doesn't really matter. What matters is that now it can be built immediately if you choose full. But again, I'm going to take a look at mission 1 and we're going to unlock one thing at a time with both settings just so that we can see how it works. The building to pay attention to is the swine farm and the stables, alright? You can't normally build those buildings in this mission, right? We have a farm that was built, but it was destroyed, right? That's the understanding. So all this is going to do is it's going to unlock those and a few other buildings that are naturally going to be unlocked if you play like the Shatter Kingdom Mission 20. But anyway, I'm going to restart the mission as soon as I make changes. Alright, so what you want to do is, this is the Shatter Kingdom, and we want to not do the full one first. We're going to do the full one second, and then we're going to restore. I'm going to cycle through all 3 for you. We want to go to the Shatter Kingdom new settings, and we're going to say extract all. This is the unzipped folder for new settings. Without full, just normal. I'm going to double click in there and double click again. So this is the folder. I'm going to just double click it temporarily, but don't do that. But you can do that just to follow along if you want. But these are all the building missions for the Shatter Kingdom. I'm just going to take this and copy this folder. I'm going to go to the KaM Remake main folder, and these specific files may not work in R6720. I'm not sure, so you have to get the latest version, which I'll provide a link to in the video description as well. But anyway, go to the campaigns folder, and I'm going to say Control V or paste. This is going to overwrite certain files, not everything, just a handful of files, 17 as a matter of fact, in the Shatter Kingdom folder, because that's the one we just unzipped. Alright. Now I'm going to restart this mission. Now all of a sudden, look, we have all the buildings that we can build normally if we were to build in the Shatter Kingdom Mission 20. We built a farm, we can build the stables or the swine farm now, not just the mill anymore, right? And now we have the fishermen's, which we didn't before, as well as the market because the sawmill was built, and all the mines, right? Because the sawmill is built. Now it doesn't make sense to build mines in this mission, but The thing to note is that the difference between normal and full is that the buildings that come after these mines will not be able to be built unless the mines are built. That's the idea. I'm going to unlock all the buildings, but what I first want to do is show you that, okay, let's say that that's the settings that you want. If you want to undo just that and nothing else, what you would do is you would go to attachments. I'm just going to extract all for this one, and there you go. So I'm just going to go in here for old settings and go in there and click that and copy it and just do the same thing. I'm in the campaigns folder. I just paste and that's it. Now I come back in here and I'm going to quit mission and restart. Now all of a sudden the swine farm and stable is gone. It's default, and the fisherman's is no longer there either, right? So it's as simple as that. I'm just going back, and what I want to do is get these out of the way. The Shatter Kingdom new settings full. And just go in there and do the same thing. So copy this and come in here and paste with Control V, or right click and paste, whatever you want to do. And now this one is full. So if I come back and I say restart mission, every single building is unlocked no matter what. Why would we want this? Well, if the market is available, then we could trade skins for iron ore and the pigs for coal, for example, and build the iron smithy, the weapon smithy, and the armor smithy to process them into iron weapons and armor and shields. This one replaces 2 more files per map. This one, right? Extract all, go in here, go in there, copy this. That shows the Shatter Kingdom, and then see now 45 files instead of 17. It's quite a bit more. I'm gonna say restart mission, and now we're back at the default again. So there's no harm done. Alright, that's all I really have to say about this, so I'll provide a link to this in the video description, and enjoy.